Well, Darren, there'll be lots of Woking fans who were listening in. Lots of Woking fans wending their way back around the M25, very happy. At this level, coming to Bromley is a very hard task, isn't it? And yet another win, where you must be so pleased.
Yeah, no, very difficult games here. So I said to Armands and Cuthberts and Dailies, and I'm not sure if Greg O'Cox had played here before, but I don't think you realise how difficult this is. The surface is obviously different. It's different from our place, and it's a really tough play. And they're a really good side.
Yeah.
Really good side with some very good players, an excellent manager, good coaches. So they're always tough games. I keep saying to people, there's no one that's off the cuff anymore in this division. Everyone is very well prepared, very professional. So at the moment we look like we're in a good vein of form, and it's trying to just keep them up there. They won't stay up there forever, but while we can take wins like tonight, it's it gives us another game, another day up there.
And would you agree? I mean, it seemed we took a few minutes to get into the game, didn't we? It was sort of first 10-15 minutes was ball was bobbling around a lot, and we seemed to be finding our feet. But I would say we were, by the end of the half, we'd certainly had the best chances.
Yeah, I thought after 10 minutes, they started very well, Bromley. I don't think we struggled or we were poor. I thought Bromley were very good. But then we took the ball a little bit more, a little bit deeper. I think you can see the evolution of us using the goalkeeper to initiate our attack, and we did that, and we did it in a really appropriate fashion in terms of the positions that we gave it to, and because of that we almost sort of broke the cycle of not having the ball, maybe taking a bit of territory and pressure on us, and we kind of relieved that pressure by having it. And I thought the players did that really well, and they've done that so much better as the season's starting to get into the kind of the crux and the belly of it, and that's just from learning from each other, really. And then I felt from that moment on, 10-15 minutes in, I thought we stayed in control for the rest of the game.
And so what was the message at half time? Just what was the thinking at half time?
Ian was very good at half time, very, very good, and we talked a little bit about our shape, a little bit about some one principle of defending that we're quite adamant on, that we didn't feel that we were doing well enough. And then it was just little tweaks. Daly changed position and Anderson changed position, and we just tried to change the angle of things, the angle of the pass, the angle of how we were going to try and find a route to goal. But while that's all going on, we're always very conscious about retaining a very strong foundation and not giving silly goals away. And we're playing against some good players, aren't we? We're playing against some good players that Bromley have, and we knew that focus tonight would be very important.
And we got the goal ahead, and really up until that point, I mean, Craig Ross had barely had a shot to save. We got our noses in front, and I can't remember if it was before or after the first goal. The second goal, he did a terrific double save. So
made a save, right? I thought Craig tonight was wonderful aerially. I thought he was wonderful. His cross taking has become so much better. Him and Marlon Beresford have built up a good rapport and strength in their working relationship. And Craig is far more aggressive now with high balls. He's far more aggressive with coming into crowds. And we work very, very hard on defending our box. We pay a lot of attention to it. So I thought he did that very, very well. He made a save. The second of those saves was excellent. It was very, very good. But in the first half there was 2 or 3 blocks there's one by Moss in particular. Cuthbert made one first half. Outstanding character and attitude. When we talk about determination and desire, that comes from recruitment of that type of person. So I thought they were wonderful tonight. Craig and the back four were really, really excellent, and they deserve a lot of credit for the clean sheets that we're keeping now.
Yeah. Excellent to see another clean sheet. And then it must be nice to see the two of the substitutes, score.
Yeah.
And bring pace. So Podge came off, and suddenly there were these 2 speedsters.
Yeah.
Running into the areas, which in a sense put Bromley a little bit on the back foot.
Yeah, look, Coxey's goal is testament to him as a centre forward, and his intuition, his instinct in and around the box. And I thought he was always on the move. We did very well with our set plays all night. Casey was very good with his set plays all night. Don't tell him it. But he was very good. And Cox's anticipation or instinct as a centre forward was very strong. Yeah. And then the second goal really pleased me because it was from the information tactically that we wanted them to try and play in certain areas against that back three, and I thought they did that really well, and that actually brought the goal. But the nice thing about the evolution of our attacking players early on in the season, we wasn't square in that last pass for someone just to finish. We were taking the shot on. One away at Torquay in particular, comes to mind. But we're now starting to have that real dynamic where we're happy the team getting the success of that moment rather than an individual. So I thought that was a wonderful development for us. When Grego Cox just slid that ball to the side for Reece, because I thought he was going to take it on and lift the ball over the goalie, but he made it an almost certainty that we were going to get the goal by sliding it across the front of the goalkeeper.
So you may or may not be aware of this, but I think this is the first time we always play Bromley midweek. I don't think I've ever seen us play Bromley on a Saturday. We haven't won here since 2011, I think. So there's been a lot of fruitless journeys and hopes dashed and so on. So tonight's been great for Woking fans. I'm sure they're all very happy. But it's the first of two tough games, isn't it? Two tough away games. Boreham Wood's going to be tough again, but we're really well positioned in the division for this time of season. Yeah. For this time of the season, aren't we?
Yeah, we've got to settle down with all that mumbo jumbo. There's 20 something games to go. Right, football the only consistent in football is change.
Yeah.
Change of players, changing of managers, changing of position, changing of form, changing of this, the only thing that's consistent is change. We've all got to settle ourselves down. There's a lot of games. It's not the start of a tough 2-game week. It's the start of 28 games to the end of the season, and I can go on holiday. So that's the test. So we've all got to be. We've got to be pleased with our performance, our character, our determination tonight, our contribution to the game, and that's it. The rest is in the very, very far distant future.
And on to Boreham Wood, and we'll see you there. And thank you again. Well done tonight, and we'll see you at Boreham Wood.
Good man.